Greetings there, my friend, and welcome to the fire. Breakups can be tough, especially if it ends badly with a significant other that you game with, like in this following story. A breakup causes tension in gaming group, then a PC death makes it way worse. r/RPG horror stories, posted by Bob Doe Forever. I like to preface the story by saying that this isn't about one horrible person, it's more of a horror situation that escalated. About 7 years ago, I was playing Magic the Gathering at my friendly local game store when I saw a group set up for a session of mutants and masterminds on the next table. I played that game back in university and loved it, so I thought, what the heck, and asked if I could join their campaign. There were already 6 players, and the GM was reluctant, but somehow I convinced him to say yes. They were a lovely group, lots of fun to play with, all playing great and diverse characters in the wacky world of Silver Age comics. Week on week, good times were had, nobody was toxic or in any way a bad player. And to top it off, the GM was an absolute legend who crafted stories that blew our minds, tugged our heartstrings, and maneuvered our characters into the exact places he wanted them, all without us suspecting a thing. The horror began when I attended a house party thrown by the GM along with all the players. I should now reveal that the group, including the GM, was 7 guys and 1 girl. This wasn't that weird, as there were very few groups at this friendly local game store generally, but it matters in this instance because we hooked up at the house party and then started dating. We dated for a couple of months while the campaign carried on, but then she decided it wasn't right for her and broke it off. I was bummed, but ultimately her reasoning was sound and I accepted it. Unfortunately, she also demanded I immediately leave the campaign and stop all contact with her and the rest of the group, as she needed time to get over the short relationship and they were her friends first. This bothered me a lot more than the breakup, and we argued, finally compromising that I would keep playing for the month or so until the Silver Age campaign ended, then leave before they all created new characters and started the Bronze Age. From there, the sessions were a tad frosty, as she refused to speak directly to me, but otherwise, fine. The GM came to me with an idea to have my character become a villain and turn on the party in the final session. The plan went off flawlessly, and I turned on my comrades with a team of villains on my side against my friends and a few hero NPCs. The session was intense and great fun, but then out of nowhere, the GM had a hero drop a bus on my character. No problem, I'm a telekinetic with Dark Phoenix levels of power. I could take a bus to the face. I tell the GM I will throw it off and keep fighting. He rolled to see where it landed, and it landed right on my ex's character's head. She was playing a duplicator who was just about as tough as a normal teenage girl, so naturally it turned her into paste. As I'm sure you can imagine, the fallout wasn't pretty. She exploded, screaming that I did it on purpose, despite the GM being the one who decided where the bus landed, not me. In fairness, he gave her an out to transfer her consciousness to an old duplicate that disconnected from the pack, but she almost fumbled the RP to convince the duplicate to take the offer, so she still wasn't happy. Needless to say, I felt awful, and I willingly left the campaign after that, cringing as I didn't look back. Oof, tough break there, friend. As I said before, breakups can be tough, especially when it comes to losing friends you made through said relationship by way of your former significant other. I can sympathize a bit with the ex that seeing a former partner in this kind of situation can be tough for some people. But then the whole they were her friends first sits pretty badly for me. In this occurrence, friends should be able to stay friends with who they want. Forcing sides to be chosen like this? Not cool. The way she handled it all? Ooh, yeah, that was pretty petty. Luckily, the both of them were able to come to an agreeable solution. But then, with that last game, and how that all went down, yeah, that was unfortunate for OP. Especially since it was through no fault of OP at all. It was just the roll of the dice. Shit just happens sometimes. The ex in this situation handled it badly. While I can understand that losing a beloved character could suck, the group was going to roll up new characters for the next campaign anyway. And on top of that, she wasn't going to have to deal with OP afterwards. And also, the GM did give her that chance to fix things with an old duplicate. Yeah, it's just a shame how this all went down. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.